I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz!
What's the magic made out of, ding-dong?
I want to see some of that whiz-biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real! I want to see some crazy whiz-biz.
What's the magnet made out of? Ding dong.
I want to see some of that whiz biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real. I want to see some crazy whiz-biz.
What's the magnet made out of? Ding dong.
I want to see some of that whiz biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real. I want to see some crazy whiz-biz.
What's the magnet made out of? Ding dong.
I want to see some of that whiz biz.
This castle is in unacceptable condition! Unacceptable! Mathematical! Bacon pancake!
Time to get real. I want to see some crazy whiz-biz.
I'm talking to
Okay.
the chat.
All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to WizBiz podcast. This is Eric,
Hi, I'm Alex.
and we are here to celebrate Halloween. So happy Halloween, internet, and Alex. Happy Halloween, Alex.
Yeah, happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve, etc.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah.
Yes, Samhain.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose to call it. Happy that.
So I've been into the pagan occulty shit for I don't know what 20-something years,
Uh-huh.
and never in that entire time have I read the word Samhain and not went Samhain in my head.
Well, it looks like Samhain. And,
Yeah, but I know that word, and I really should have that already, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It doesn't happen. It's not going to happen, and I'm sorry.
I totally forgot to start recording. The other
It
thing.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
There we
matter.
go. Now we're recording both things.
You know, we should look redder. I think would be good.
How do we do that?
No, that's facetious.
So
We're good at video.
we're amazing at video. We have faces made for radio, that's for sure. And unfortunately, voices
Hey,
made for
I'm
silence.
35% handsome. Oh, look, Alex Bullen in chat. Is
Oh,
talking.
hey, hi Alex. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this
Yeah.
video. We're honored to have you here. I am drinking today. Hold on, I'm aiming this at the camera poorly. Hopworks barrel aged Great Gourds of Fire. This is an oak barrel aged pumpkin ale with ancho chilies and spices. It's not super spicy. I guess ancho chilies aren't very spicy, but this isn't super spicy. But it's definitely Halloweeny. So this is my Halloween beverage. What's your Halloween beverage?
My Halloween beverage is a completely non-alcoholic seltzer because I agreed to a certain box that we clicked saying that we would not talk about being intoxicated.
Well, maybe we won't literally become intoxicated. Maybe
Well,
we'll only...
That thing said we can't talk about excessive tobacco consumption.
But only a little bit?
Yeah, so maybe like a little bit of booze is okay.
Okay, yeah. So what is excessive tobacco consumption? Does that mean we can talk about having half of a cigarette or like one cheek full of chew or one nostril full of snuff?
I think more than 10 cigarettes a day is excessive.
Wow, you've got a high threshold there.
Well, I used to be a heavy smoker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's as long as we talk about having fewer than 10 cigarettes a day,
Yeah.
we should be cool.
Though we're kind of middle-aged, so like we're probably like 5 each.
Maybe we just maybe. That's probably too much talk already. We're probably already breaking the rule.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so
Let's have
what we're going
cigarettes.
to do today...
Hey, if you're young out there and watching, have cigarettes. Smoke
Yeah,
them.
as many as you want.
Yeah, they're really good. They're probably going to cure cancer by the time you're an adult anyway.
Oh, absolutely. So what we're going to do today is we are going to talk about Fiona and Cake, which is a which is the new Adventure Time TV series that was put out. That just like when did it stop? It ended like a month ago.
Yeah, something like that.
So there are going to be lots of spoilers for Fiona and Cake. If you haven't seen it already, what the hell are you even doing watching? You should go watch Fiona and Cake. No, stay here.
No, this is live. We can say that on the podcast because it can
Oh,
pause.
but we can't say it live.
Well, because if they leave, then they're just actually... But there's no one here.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Don't leave because you're going to want to hear these spoilers. They're really good.
And there's literally no one in the room right now.
There's people here. We have viewers. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're live. So I'm going to paste the link in the show notes or in the chat thingy here. This is a bracket that we're going to use to vote on our favorite Fiona and Cake episodes so that by the time we are done with our live stream, we will know the top 3 absolute definitive Fiona and Cake episodes of all time.
Can I vote right now?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna, though.
Okay.
It gave me a warning saying I'm gonna leave Twitch and I'm afraid that it's a malicious link.
I don't know how to get it to open in a new window, but make it open in a new window.
It's spelled wrong, too. No, it's spelled properly in the copy paste, but Chalong.
Oh, yeah, that's just the name.
No, I know, it's like a meme, like it's fun to misspell things.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
Or
I'm a dick.
maybe, or challenge.com was probably already taken. And
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Sports.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's see. I guess we should figure out. So because of the way that the bracket works, we're going to be talking about the Fiona and Cake episodes out of order, which is super confusing, and we like to be confusing, so that's just how it's going to happen.
Yes. Correct. I'm taking
But
these off.
I feel like it means you're not going to get to hear.
No, when you're getting to the point of like when I see you reaching, I'm gonna like
Put 'em
quickly
on
like
real
just quick
fast?
draw,
Okay,
throw them back in my
okay.
ear.
Because I totally have
Whoa,
things
whoa.
like.
I heard that. See, that's a quick.
That's good. That's good.
I got reflexes like a.
And
like
I
I don't want to do it again. No,
Oh, that was a cat.
the first one was a cat.
No, I mean I've got some surprise ones for you, so I'll make sure.
Wait, what
that
was the
you're-
second one? Because the first one was a cat.
That's a wolf.
Okay, that's definitely
I
more
know.
catty, but that first one sounds kind of.
I know. I understand. You're from a city. You don't get out in the country much, so you don't really understand the differences between animals. But not everything with 4 legs sounds the same. It turns out.
Imagine a feline.
Nope, they don't make that noise.
Have you ever run one over? It sounds exactly like
no,
that.
Why would I run over a feline?
I was raised in a city. It's what we do for fun. You guys, cow-tipped and had sex with cousins? We ran over cats.
Okay, fine. Everybody grew up with different hobbies.
So you're from the north, right? You probably like fuck Bigfoot or whatever the hell.
Gross. Okay.
All right,
Okay.
specist. All right, so let's talk about Fiona and Cake, and we're going to do a little bracket thing. Lee Brackett, original author of a wonderful Star Wars film.
Oh yeah, Lee Brackett.
Yes.
I took a lot of notes. And we're gonna do some divination in between, so we'll mention that again. But okay, so the bracket sort of, I think I already mentioned this. It sort of set things up randomly, and the first 2 episodes that we're going to discuss in Fiona and Cake are episode 2, Simon Petrogov, and episode 9, Casper and Nova. When I did the bracket, I didn't realize that it was setting these 2 up to be next to each other. But I kind of like it because these 2 episodes like bookend Simon's character arc, right? Like in the Simon Petrogov episode, we start off seeing him. I mean, first of all, like the first episode didn't have the really messed up theme song and stuff, but the second episode started with that weird, crazy theme song with the glitchy video and blah 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 blah, and then it gets into.
Wait, by the way, because we're not gonna. We might talk about it with episode 1, but like that theme song is so much better than the theme song they chose for the other 9 episodes. I'm not feeling like myself today. That is a much better thing than that weird glitchy like lo-fi.
I love
girl
the
sitting
glitchy lo-fi.
No, it's fine, but it's that first one. Fucking wait, it's a bop. Do people still say that? Is that what kids say?
The one for the first episode is really dorky.
It's great.
You think that the one in the first episode
is exponentially better than the one that's used in the other 9. Yeah,
oh, really?
That I'm not feeling like myself today is a fucking. It's a catchy song.
It's a good song, but I just really love that kind of like rising glitchy tension that happens in the theme song. But we're allowed to have different opinions.
Well, also, I mean,
what I mean is you're allowed to be wrong. It's cool.
Well, yeah, here's I think what we're going to run into as well, and that's why I bring it up now, is that I think this show is overall a failure. And
Whoa.
that
Those are some words.
That theme song, kind of enjoyable, but that theme song goes with it, is that there's no theme to the show other than Simon's arc. And it's supposed to be about Fiona and Cake. The theme song's about Fiona and Cake. But the show was never about it. They're MacGuffins. And it's a misplaced energetic flow of the entire show. Like, I think the whole thing as an experiment was misplaced. It's a parasite in the corpse of something I loved.
Wow.
It's Toxoplasma gondii.
It
went into Adventure Time and reanimated his corpse and made it want to fuck cats or whatever
Holy
Toxoplasma gondii does.
Holy shit.
No, it's an enjoyable show, but I think overall it's not saying anything.
Right.
It's an amusing thing, and if they made this show, instead of Fiona and Cake, if they made the show Simon Petrikov's story, like actually title it that.
Yeah.
And then had Fiona and Cake as the secondary characters, would be so much better. But them being the primary characters, they have no arc. I'm kind of sad about my life. Oh, I guess I'm a little bit happier about it.
But they do have an arc.
Yeah, barely.
Fine, we'll talk about that when those.
Yeah. Oh, there's no magic in our world anymore. Oh, now there's kind of magic in our world. Wow. All right, let's talk about the episodes. Hi, person that's talking.
Holy wow. Oh, hi.
Oh no, it's not. It's spam.
Oh, look, we got spam.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow, look at this. Hello, sorry for bothering you. Wow, you really... Well, thanks, Garbled Scab 8.
Oh, the price is lower than any competitor.
We love...
Quality's guaranteed. Oh, .ru. I mean, that's trustable.
Yeah, I mean, we will absolutely pay in goodwill and exposure.
Hey, I wonder if that person's actually in Russia right now. So if so, you're picking this up and listening in Russia. So I would just like to say Vladimir Putin is a disgusting tyrannical dictator, and I hope anybody listening to your country hears that.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
Because I'm sure they'd love that.
Yeah, that sounds... I mean, I feel like we don't normally take a political stance on this show.
I think that's a safe one.
It's a very safe one.
Yeah.
Very safe one.
Who's also terrible? Hitler.
Agreed.
Yeah, sorry to... Okay, so episode
back
2
to
versus episode, what's it, 9?
9. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to vote for 2 being better. And this is why. Choose Goose.
Let me look over my notes for 9.
Okay.
No. I believe thoroughly that 9 is probably either 9 or 10 is the best episode of this show.
9 and 10 are both really good episodes. But so you didn't really think that 2 was good enough?
I thought it was fine, but it's the start. It's establishing somebody being sad, which is incredibly easy. Like it's not to take you away from it. It's just I think Simon's story is actually well done in this, which is why I want him to be the story we're following. But I just didn't do 2 is fine, but compared to 9 is like you get that whole weird Cronenberg reality that Fiona wakes up to before she like actually awakes. She has that dream where Simon's all fucked up in the fridge and his head's turned sideways, and that's a solid episode. And then the Lich gets destroyed by its god, which I think goes back to the actual themes of the original Adventure Time of this kind of uncaring weird universe that you can't understand. This man spent literal eternity.
Sorry, what do we do if we sneeze on while we're live? Do we just do it? We just sneeze?
I think definitely talking about it for a really long time is the way to do it. The Lich having his story end with he was successful in that universe. He destroyed all life. He felt nothing from it. And then he plaintively screams at the god he worships, "What more do you want from me?"
And he gets
the
turned
god
into
responds,
he gets turned into a Tetris piece.
Yeah.
Hey, Jinx.
No.
Oh,
not
cheers.
Jinx. So speaking of Tetris pieces on that, and I don't think that's what they're referencing, but if you ever have an intensely bad traumatic event, this isn't a joke. There's scientific evidence that if you literally go home and play Tetris, those memories don't implant, and your chances of getting like PTSD and like permanent like severe psychological damage drops like exponentially.
So keep Tetris around because it keeps you from going crazy.
I'm sure you can play it in browser somewhere. Well, not going crazy, but like if you watch somebody murdered or something like horrible happens, literally if you go home and play Tetris, it lowers your chances of having like PTSD setting in.
Oh, man. Okay, so I totally just realized that... Whoops, that's not what I want. Camera one inset.
What'd you realize?
Well, I have this screenshot from episode 9 that I wanted to show, but in order for it to work, we need to be able to see the lower. So, whoop. Okay, there we go. This is one of the screenshots that I got that I just really loved. I totally missed this shot the first time I watched. I don't know what happened. Did I look away? Did I take a drink or something? Because it's really, really brief. But in episode 9, when Simon is inhabiting Shermie's head, they show this shot of Simon being on the inside with like the lights coming through Shermie's holes and you know, connecting to his portal in the back and stuff. Mm. And I thought that was really cool. Okay, so I listened to your argument. I think I'm going to agree with you that episode 9 was better.
Yeah, also, now that I'm looking at my episode 2 notes,
Uh-huh.
I think it made... one of the things that doesn't resonate with me on that one is it shows Finn's arc to be one of failure.
Uh-huh.
Is he never learned any lessons from anything, and he's just sitting there in the depressed shadow of his dead dog. He does the blindfold thing, which is how he got out of a sticky situation when he was, 11?
Yeah.
And it's just like, really? You're in what, your 30s now, and you're still thinking like an 11-year-old? It made me sad.
I don't
like this
think...
guy that we followed for this entire time.
Yeah.
He learned nothing. He's just a dumb adventurer, and yeah.
I kind of got that feeling out of some of the Distant Land stuff too, is that Finn didn't really grow a whole lot and he got really depressed.
Yeah, and I'm fine with Distant Land because I feel like that's like those are one-offs, and I can kind of view that as a almost separate universe. Uh-huh. This is established. That's our Finn. That's the guy we watched for all that time, and he's just like a fucking loser. It's made me a little sad.
So we're voting for 9.
I'm voting for 9. I don't know about you.
I'll vote for 9.
Oh, good. I mean, you're in control of the mouse, so like really, you could just tell me to fuck off and vote for whatever you want.
You could do it on your own thing though. On your phone, you can also vote.
Yeah, I clicked on it and it said it might have been a malicious link. That man from Russia probably told us about it.
It wasn't until you clicked on that the man from Russia showed up, so...
Oh, shit. I had no idea. Okay, so our next battle, we go to the bottom one?
Yeah, our next battle is episode 1, Fiona Campbell, versus episode 3, Cake the Cat.
The easy win for me, but I would like you to go first.
Okay, I'm going to say the easy win for me is episode 3, just because it's so much fun watching Cake get a voice, go on adventures, do stupid shit, grow and shrink. And then I also love Cake's character. How when Cake gets to the market in Ooh, Cake just acts like a cat. Doesn't matter that Cake can't...
That part I really liked when Cake ruins the entire marketplace doing cat things and singing a wonderful uplifting song while just ruining people's lives.
Shredding everybody and just making
fun.
everything awful.
Though my easy win is episode 1. One of the things that, weirdly, I'm going to say something negative, but it's for the positive. One of the things I loved about this show, but made me not like the show as much, is the promise that episode 1 put forth.
What was that promise?
It starts off, there is a shitload of, there's Sailor Moon references, there's a bunch of Miyazaki references.
True.
Like, there's all that cool, like, there's a cat bus, there's that weird, that guy with all the arms from Spirited Away, that's the tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And showing this kind of alternate universe Finn in a depressed adult way, totally fine with walking around with a sports bra. Mm-hmm. Not that that matters, but like we're like, hey, this is an adult version of the show. Adult in the real way, not in like the internet way. There's an adult show. This is a depressed person. They don't have their spot in the world. I'm like, oh, this is like really promising for me.
Okay, and there's another really nice thing that happens in episode 1. Fiona swears. Fiona says fuck right away, and then also Fiona flips people off the English way like frequently. And I'm kind of like, oh wow, there's a little bit of an edge in this.
And Fiona's the only one. I forget what episode it is, but Fiona says like God damn, this feels good or something, which. In the entire rest of the show, everybody says Golb. This is like the first G-O-D. Maybe not the first, but it seems to be like that's the swear in their world.
Well, yeah, I mean they don't know Golb, too.
Oh, totally, yeah. But it's still like it's it just all right. So it's 1 versus 3.
There's also this great scene. I got this lovely screenshot of just normal Cake before Cake has had the transformation into a magical cat. freaking out. And I loved Cake on the bus, Cake running through the park. Everything Cake did was like, this is totally how a cat would act. Like, you know, Fiona, I think in one of these episodes says that like one of her top 3 dreams is for Cake to talk. But one of my top dreams, having a cat, was always like, I wish I could take my cat on adventures, but cats don't give enough of a fuck about you or what you're doing, and they will run away and go do stupid cat shit.
Well, shout out to, on Reddit, there was somebody in the PDX Reddit, Portland, Oregon is PDX, people that are outside of here. Somebody was training their adventure cat and documenting the process.
And how did it go?
It was great. It was like this adorable cat, and this lady was just like kind of showing the world the cat, and it became like comfortable being outside. And it may have ran into traffic after the last update, but the updates we saw was like totally fun. We can't get into granular detail because we're talking about all 10 episodes. But
yeah. And some of these episodes are going to have to fight each other later.
the episode 1, again, the promise of this show. The references that are layered in there, like there's Abadir vacuums is a sign in the bus,
right?
Like there is.
And there's
everybody on the bus is like there's Abracadaniel, there's I think Huntress Wizard, there's
Huntress Wizard is the guy in the park.
There's somebody else, but it doesn't matter.
But there's
people on the bus.
Yeah, I have
all of the background signs are wonderful. I just think the promise of episode 1 is spectacular.
There's also a literal occult reference in the episode when we see Marshall Lee playing on the street. His guitar on the street, and he's got his guitar cases open. There's a sticker in the guitar case that says "Dot," which is one of
from the Kabbalah. I thought it said death.
No, I looked at it.
Okay.
It says "Dot."
I didn't focus on it at all. I just got
and
it.
It's a Kabbalah reference.
Yeah.
Dot is like sort of the hidden lost Sephirah. So
that's like the bottom thing, right?
Or Sephirot. No, it's up at the top.
What's that? Sorry, this is an aside. What's that? You know, like there's the Tree of Life, and then there's like the inversed one that some people believe in.
Oh, the Klepoth?
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah. No, I'm making no comment on it. I thought that's what the reference was.
Yeah. All right. So I'm cool voting for 1. You've talked me into it on both of these now.
I don't want to be the talking into guy, but like in this one, I don't even think it's. I don't think it's close. Here's the thing: is I don't have strong feelings on a lot of episodes. And the first 2 brackets happen to be 2 of the episodes I have strong feelings on. So there's about 8 more episodes I don't give a fuck about.
Okay, so I'm submitting a vote for that one.
Like, let me tell you right now, this is gonna be the easiest fucking thing ever. Destiny versus any other episode, gonna be pretty fucking easy.
Well, we don't know yet.
No, well, I'll tell you. It's definitely not Destiny. It could be Destiny versus a fucking episode of Cheers. I'm going to vote for the episode of Cheers. So what do we do after 2? Where do we go? It says 3 right there. We go there.
I think we do 3 and 4, and then we click submit votes.
Well, no, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
We're so sporty. If anybody joins the chat that knows anything about sports, please tell us. Okay,
yeah.
But either way, we know the next one is number 3, which was the Winter King versus Prismo the Wishmaster.
Oh my god. That's
6
a good
versus
one.
4.
Yeah, okay. Prismo the Wishmaster. Prismo the Wishmaster is a filler episode, honestly, for me.
Yeah.
The one thing about Prismo the Wishmaster... Okay, so there's one thing about Prismo the Wishmaster that kind of pissed me off.
Kumail not being the voice, which fucking drove me up a tree.
No, that's not what pissed me off.
Oh, really? Because that voice just drove me nuts.
No, what really, really pissed me off in episode 4 was the revelation that Fiona and Cake were not creations of the Ice King.
No, but we knew that. I mean,
we didn't know that.
No, he said that a pink light was, but remember, he valisted into his brain.
But we didn't learn that until this episode.
No, he says it in an episode of Adventure Time.
He just says it?
Yeah, he says,
so we knew...
I get my ideas like anything else. They're beamed into my brain while I'm sleeping. No, he doesn't say it's Prismo.
He did say that, you're right.
Yeah.
But...
No, I don't love it. I'm just saying it is established canon from the good show.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess my feeling on it was... Just because the Ice King says something doesn't mean it's true.
Oh, 100%. I just mean, like, this isn't... of the flaws of the show, that I don't count that as one of them.
And I did really like the pink laser, because that's a reference to Valis by Philip K. Dick. And I'm always a big fan of PKD references, because why wouldn't you be? They're perfect.
By the way, our light is stayed on. for like a really long time since I turned it down. So well done, Lightbulb.
Good job, Light. Yeah, we have a lot of lights going over there. It'll be interesting to see how it works once the sun finishes going down.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm bad at
oh,
lighting.
sorry. Remind me what we're fighting here, because
4 versus 6.
6. Okay, so here's the thing with 6. That section where Winter King sings and it turns watercolor. Hate. Every other part of that episode, that would have been my favorite episode if it wasn't for that one section.
Really?
I love everything but that.
So I kind of had questions about the watercolor part too, but I did really like that the Winter Kings, what were they called? The Winter Scouts? The Ice Scouts?
Oh, yeah, Pearl
that was
from
Pearl.
Steven Universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
Pearl. Like, they moved the same way, they fought the same way. When they stopped, they crossed their legs the same way. They were totally Pearl references. There's also a snow wolf in that episode that's got it's basically the same design as the fire wolf from...
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. Nice.
Yeah, and I really like that because that's one of those holiday special episodes that I really enjoyed and you thought sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that 6 is the better episode.
Oh,
of
yeah,
the two of these.
No, I don't think there's an argument. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, but wait. Sorry. Let's do a couple. I want to make a couple small granular notes about episode 6.
Okay.
Love how Marshall Lee and Gary meet.
Yeah.
I think it's super cute. They show Cheers on the TV. Norm is sitting in the wrong seat, which made me want to just burn the whole place down. I mean, we've seen Cliffy in that seat, but never Norm. Bullshit. There is a graffiti that says Lorem Ipsum, which is hilarious. And when they go to the place with like the best coca powder, it's Lord Monochromacorn as a human.
Wait, say that again?
Lord Monochromacorn.
Oh, Lord Monochromacorn is a human. Okay.
Yeah, remember
cool.
that's the guy who's working there. Right. It's one of my favorite one-off characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Baked with Love. And we should just talk about the Princess Bubblegum as Harley Quinn Bubblegum.
Oh God,
she's doing a Harley Quinn impression.
I know. I loved it.
Love the hair and
I loved
it's a good song.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a great song. But also the Harley Quinn impression goes even further because of that like Batman-esque death trap.
Oh yeah,
right?
totally.
So the Winter King and Simon are about to be dropped into like this enormous, ridiculously oversized blender that's it looks like a Batman trap. It looks like the sort of thing the Batman would get stuck in.
Yes.
And that's awesome. The other thing that I really, really loved about the Winter King episode is we see how terrifying the Scarab is. Like, the Scarab maybe isn't Lich level terrifying, but pretty damn close.
I would say on a meeting them in the real world level, I would say the Scarab is scarier. Only because you have no chance against the Lich. The Lich literally can speak you into ceasing everything.
Yes.
The Scarab is neat. You feel like, not that you have a chance, but you feel like you could fight back against.
You feel like you can fight back.
Yeah, but the Lich is like a cosmic horror. There's nothing. So it's like
there's nothing you can do.
It's like if you're falling out of a plane, you're just like, well, what am I gonna do? I'm sure you'll be scared for the first little bit, but then you're like, what am I gonna do? I mean, there's nothing. The Lich is like, there's nothing I can do about this. The Scarab is like, you feel like maybe if I punch him when his face is open, video game logic.
Possibly. Possibly. We also. So it's kind of one of the things that happens throughout the series is when Fiona and Cake interact with things, they like destroy its magic. So that happens in this episode. That's how they win.
Oh,
Fiona kisses the Winter King.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah. At first it was just happening to Fiona, and then there was an episode where it switched and it happened with Cake, and I was sort of like, oh.
One of the things, and I'm not a big Cake fan. I think Cake's fine, but
Cake's not Jake.
Exactly. If I'd never met Jake, Cake would be terrific. Yeah. But I know Jake, so sorry. But less than Jake. I call her a ska band from the 90s because she's less than Jake. But
wow.
I think her joke in this series, her runner is better than any runner that Jake has. Is her inappropriately going, "Now you guys should kiss," is so fucking good. Where she says that Fiona should kiss her alternate version self.
I know.
And Finn, which I get it because he's fucking sexy in that.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I voted 6.
Oh yeah, easy win. Yeah.
Okay, next one's tough.
Oh, by the way, I just a little backstory because I did do research for this. So Kumail Nanjiani is the one that originally did Prismo's voice. He's
Okay.
a terrific, funny guy. He had a great show about the podcast about the X-Files, the Indoor Kids. Great human. He was the original Prismo, and he didn't voice it. And he actually said, "I'm really sad that I don't get to be Prismo." Turns out that the makers approached his agency or his agent, and they said no, he's not interested. And
Wow.
Kumail's like, "I'm gonna fucking talk to them." No, he didn't say fucking, but like the tone of the tweet, you could tell it was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Because he's like,
Did
"I
he say "Gold damn it"?
He said, "I loved working on that. I would do it for free. I'm going to talk to them." You could kind of sense the vitriol of like, really, you didn't. And it was kind of sweet because Kumail, really lovely man. Can't stress that enough. His wife is terrific too. The movie they made is great. Everybody should go play with Kumail. He's a wonderful man.
We have a recycling bag for cans. Over here.
Your choice of whispering was on there.
Oh, well, if I whisper softly enough, it'll fall below the noise gate. Hold on, let me try. Damn it, I am a loud whisperer.
You're kind of loud. You have to learn how to project a little bit.
No, the noise gate, it's set to minus 45 decibels. We have to be super quiet.
Oh, yeah, let me try
I
this.
think
Wait,
it's
hold on.
probably quiet enough to usually not pick up the neighbors.
Wait, I'm going to do this.
So here's the problem.
I mean, there's no one watching. Literally, it's an empty stream right now.
I have both of my monitor plugs in so that I can hear what's...
We have two viewers, which I think is us and me.
Yeah, and also I think it's StreamL. We'll get more. People will show up at some point.
I hear if anything I can teach you in our relationship is this: is never hope. Is nothing good ever happens. Life is a ceaseless string of misery until the sweet caress of death.
Here's the thing.
I like your hat though.
Thanks. Oh, is it time?
No, I was just hoping you'd compliment my shirt.
All right, it is almost time.
Oh
Because,
yeah, we do have a guest. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a guest quote, which I think is or we have a guest calling in, and I think it's time because this next bracket vote is between Cheers, episode 10, and Jerry, episode 8, and Jerry has one of our very favorite characters in it. So let's hear. Caller, you're live.
Hello, I am BMO. You are listening to Whiz Biz with Alexx and Erik.
We are.
Also, Alexx is super handsome and cool.
Aw.
Thanks, big man.
Erik smells like butts.
Hey!
Wow, how'd you know?
Jeez, that's not very nice, BMO.
Wow, BMO. I mean, harsh but true.
Just
so,
for that,
thanks, little bro.
I just want to vote for number 8 now because BMO dies.
Yeah.
That
Hey, so
episode.
we're like kind of like halfway through this bracketing thing.
Oh right, we got to
Should
do
we
some
like
things.
let's do like a thing.
Okay, yeah. So
Wait. Before we do a prognostication thing, I actually have a shiny rock I wanted to run with you.
okay, let's do shiny rock.
So, anybody, there's no one here. In case anybody at some point watches this and doesn't know what to talk about, I'll bring some words or interesting things to the show and call it shiny rocks. This is a terrific thing. So, Erik, what I would like you to do is name a country that either you or I can find on a map, and I'm going to tell you something about it.
Okay, Azerbaijan.
Now we have to. Okay, if you can tell me where to find it on a map, sure.
Okay, so what about Turkey?
Okay, I kind of know where Turkey is.
It's okay. Why don't you pick the country since?
Well, because I know the.
You have
No, here.
apparently-
Find Turkey on that map. I know kind of where it is. It's just this is a really bad web interface.
Wow, that's a horrible. It's this big mauve thing.
Yeah. It's right. Like, okay, that's actually what I've guessed. So the name for John Doe in Turkey is Sari Sizmeli Mahat Aya.
That's super long.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Egypt?
Egypt is. No.
That's Libya.
Yeah, Libya is Fulan al Fulan.
I bet you it's the same in Egypt.
Egypt is.
You just can't find.
It's kind of
Egypt.
it's
Wow.
here. You click it.
Okay.
It's there. I'm bad at geography. That was honestly that's actually was
It's
right.
the same. Fulan al Fulan.
Okay, so
Okay,
let's
I bet you all Arabic countries are going to be. Fulan
here
al
you
Fulan.
choose them and tell.
Okay. Let's do.
I think it's fun that we have.
Whoa! I just selected everything. How do I?
If you just click on one, you don't have to unclick. Just click on a new one.
In Namibia, it's John Doe.
It's John Doe. Yeah.
In Germany, it's Max Max Mustermann.
I love it.
That's good.
What's Russia?
Russia is
Ivan Ivanovich.
Ivan
Yeah,
Ivanovich.
I knew it was something like really like hilariously obvious. So yeah, I just found this thing. It's public.tableau.com, and I think it's a bunch of like readily accessible like data things. This works really well on desktop. And this is just, it'll tell you every single country in the world. Like, let's just list them. There's Chan Tai-man, Hong Gil-dong, Jan Popescu,
Jan Popescu.
Jan Janssen,
Jan Janssen.
Jan Kowalski,
Jan Janssen.
Jan Novak, Janez Novak,
I'm going to guess
Oh,
that Jan Janssen is Sweden and Norway. Jan Kowalski is
Joe
gotta be Poland.
Blogs.
Joe Blogs?
It's not showing me where that is. I'm sure. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that was England.
Yeah, that's England.
Joe Blogs.
Juan de la Cruz, Kovacs Janos,
Kovacs Janos.
Matti Makalainen, which is some kind of up there, some kind of anyway. It's a delightful thing. Everybody should go to it.
Okay, so
For
we're
once, I
gonna
don't have to remember to put it in the show notes because we don't have show notes.
we're gonna set up for ceromancy, which is divination through wax. So I'm gonna light these two tea lights.
Candles.
These are tea light
Yeah,
candles.
candles. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, and we're
From the
gonna
Latin
we're gonna let them melt because we need the wax to get extra melty. I could probably just set them right there, right? That shouldn't interfere with anything. Are you gonna?
Oh, that's fine. Audience at home, my face is not this red in real life. This is horrible.
My face looks really
Your
red.
face is super red too. Yeah. No, your face doesn't look like your face is 6 shades less red in real life.
I'm gonna blame our lights. It's the lighting.
No, I am, but I feel like we're never on camera.
It's true.
And like it's not. I mean, let's say when they say best face forward, we're already kind of starting at a C minus. turning us beet red is not the best thing in the world.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to get one more coaster.
Okay. There's one on the table right there if you don't have one. Okay. I'm going to sexily open up my shirt.
Ooh, sexy. Okay, hold on. I just got to reconnect myself to the system, for the man.
So Eric and I, before we were doing this live broadcast, we're positing how many people are going to show up to this. And Eric gave
I said maybe we'll
large
get
number.
more than 5.
No. You started off with, I think we're going to get, 15, I think was your original guess. And I say I think we're still in the under 5 boys club. No, but this is the actual intellectual conversation. Should I feel good about being right, or should I feel bad about right? No, that's. But
you should feel bad about being right. Okay, I'm lighting the tea lights. We need them to get real liquidy, so we're gonna do these now, and then we'll do the ceromancy a little later. I'm excited about doing it. I think it's gonna be fun, even if nobody watches.
Ceromancy is divination by whales, by the way. Oh wow, that's happening in the future.
And then, so what do we want to do first? Do we want to do some pendulum? Pendulum's good because it's yes or no questions, and then we can figure out how many viewers we're going to get.
So here's what I was thinking. Is maybe we do tarot first, because pendulum is the audience can ask us something if we ever get one. And we can do a quick yes or no thing.
Okay, that's
while tarot takes a little bit of setup, and since there's
very,
no one,
very, very good point. Okay,
no one watching right now.
Let me get this set up.
Oh, by the way, if you're watching this later on YouTube, this whole we're broadcasting to no one thing, it's all a bit. There's like hundreds of people here right now. Like unless you can see that number on the YouTube, then obviously this is also a bit. But,
there's a waiting list.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking down. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay, yeah. So we've talked about this on the show before, but I picked up the Adventure Time Tarot.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Which is the totally unofficial Adventure Time Tarot, I should say.
Oh wait, hold on. I'd have to do that.
This is by
nobody can see that.
Oh shit! I forgot. Sorry,
Okay,
that is my mistake.
Show them the
completely.
Adventure Time Tarot.
Okay, so that is the Adventure Time Tarot, right there, and it is by Catherine Hillier, Fez Whatley's namesake. You don't have to understand that. 7 people might. And it's a delightful deck.
Good old Fez Whatley.
Totally unofficial. He was a radio show host who meant a lot to me when I was a young man. He is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He should be. He was a great guy. I have given up on believing in anything, and my life is meaningless. So I'm going to have Erik be the diviner for the evening.
All right, what are we
I'm
going
going
to
to
do
sit here
about?
and get drunk and say dick jokes.
Oh boy, should we have a reading about how successful our live stream is going to be?
Yeah, I don't want them to catch fire though.
Okay.
What would be? Oh, wait. Let's think about that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Got it.
Alex had some thinking.
I did some thinking.
Okay.
Is you should try to do a reading to prognosticate
Prognosticate?
what the next Adventure Time property is going to be. Because
Oh,
apparently
you
Fiona
know?
and Cake did well enough, or at least that's the rumor going around, that they are probably
gonna
going to
do
do
more?
another thing.
So, okay, so let's actually just do this as literal as possible.
That's what I mean. It would be kind of fun.
Let's pull out 3 cards and
Yeah.
try to think up a show idea based on those 3 cards.
Pull
Wait,
out.
should I-
Ooh, butt stuff.
Should I shuffle so that they can see? Look at my lovely shuffle.
Look at your lovely riffle.
And sorry about my nails. I was totally going to do my nails today, but then... what's that thing? Oh yeah, I'm lazy.
Yeah. Your nails don't look bad. I mean, your nails look bad, but you have good cuticles, so it kind of evens out.
Oh, thanks.
Erik,
Thanks.
Erik takes care of his cuticles, people at home. You should know that.
Ooh, butt stuff.
Is that why you take care of your cuticles?
Well, I was going to save it for the episode, but okay. So here we go. Would you like to cut the cards, Alex?
I would.
Okay.
I'm going to cut the most annoying amount of cards. There we go.
Ooh, the most... Fuck, that is an annoying amount of cards. All right, here we go. So let's see. This... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick 3 cards. We're going to pick main character, supporting character, and primary antagonist.
Main character, supporting character, primary antagonist.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. The main character...
Is that Gunter?
It's Gunter. Oh, I have the camera inverted. That's cool. I'm just going to do everything upside down. Okay, so the main character will be Gunter. But we see here Gunter wearing a crown, and he is the King of Cups, and he is wearing the magical amulet eye.
The Eye of Agamotto?
Yeah, which makes me wonder if it's not going to be Gunter, but it might be Ice Thing.
Or, because he's wearing the Eye of Agamotto, it might be a time travel thing, and we're going to see a prequel.
A prequel maybe featuring original Gunter.
Or Orgalorg.
Or Orgalorg. Ooh. Both would be very, very interesting. Okay. Next. How does this work? Next. The Ten of Wands. Which has one of my favorites, the Cosmic Owl. Now, the Cosmic Owl only shows up super briefly in Fiona and Cake, but in the original series, the Cosmic Owl, of course, is the creature that makes dreams prophetic. Or he's like a cosmic being, and when he shows up in your dreams, it's a prophetic dream.
Part of me, audience at home, I want to look at this card. What is he eating? Oh, it's like shrimp.
Shrimps is bugs.
Yeah, shrimp and like cocktail weenies on skewers.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the supporting character. So that does make me think it's going to be...
Oh, the delay is
Orgalorg.
insane on there. Okay.
I know, I'm looking over at the other screen. Okay, and then finally, the antagonist.
I think it's Joshua.
It's got it. Oh yeah, it's Joshua. It's Joshua. All right, you know what? I'm agreeing. So you were saying that.
Oh no! You know what it is? The antagonist is Judaism.
Jesus. I don't think that's going to be it. I think the antagonist is actually
Moloch. Judaism. I don't know about penguins, but that's somewhat of a funny connection.
I can't take him anywhere. Look, see, 5 years. We did it. 5 years. Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you.
5 viewers. Where did
Yeah.
you see that? Oh, okay.
On the screen. On
Hey,
the little thing.
welcome,
Thank
guys.
you, everybody.
We're not as red as this in real life.
Ask us some questions. So our current tarot reading is we're using the Adventure Time Tarot, a totally unofficial Adventure Time Tarot, and we're trying to figure out what the next show will be. So we have the main character, supporting character, and primary antagonist. Now, when I pulled Gunter, Alex's first thought was that it would be a prequel show. And I think now that does kind of make sense since for the antagonist we got Joshua, and Joshua is dead by the time the main Adventure Time show is going on.
You know, it's interesting. They say Joshua's dead, but do we ever find out how he dies? Like, could he be alive?
Oh God, that's a really good question. I do not know.
is.
I do not know the answer to that.
I'm insightful.
You are insightful.
Thank you.
And also for anybody who's showing up late, make sure you go and vote on our.
Hey, there's links in the.
Yeah, I think I could probably. I don't know if the chat shows up for people who are late, so I'll just.
Yes, when I showed up to the chat on my
I will
phone,
just paste
I
it
saw all the stuff that was there beforehand.
So
Like where I said no, I don't. I saw Alex's hi and stuff.
you can go to the challenge.com website and vote on which Fiona and Cake episode is best.
Chalonga.
Chalonge. It's Belgian. Yeah, so I guess that would be my interpretation of this particular thing. Like that would be, I think that would be an interesting Adventure Time show. Gunter as a main character would be a really tough one because he just quacks.
Well, I would say that it's not that Gunter's the main character. It's the Eye of Agamotto is what I'm pointing out.
Yeah.
That's a time travel mechanism. So the main character isn't Gunter. It's time travel.
Okay, that could be it.
So it could be the representation. It could be original Gunter, the dinosaur who talks,
Right.
or it could be Orgalorg, the creature that you actually can see a little bit right there.
Yeah.
I'm very conscious of my cuticles now. I have bad
Ooh,
cuticles.
You do? How are mine?
Yeah, yours are good. That's why we discussed this earlier.
Cuticle.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could be really interesting. That would make me think that the show might be presenting itself as sort of veered towards supporting Orgalorg.
Yeah.
And then what we would have, and then the rest of the show would be maybe I totally just forgot Jake's dad's name.
Joshua. And Margaret.
Joshua and Margaret might be trying to figure out what Orgalorg is doing, or what happened to Orgalorg, or how Orgalorg. Yeah, something of that nature.
All right, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna call, because this is Twitch. I'm gonna speed round.
Speed round.
I'm gonna speed round tarot. So what I'm gonna do is you think of a question.
Twitch round.
I'm going to speed run tarot.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip over 3 cards. I'm gonna guess what those 3 cards are gonna be.
Okay.
And then, so what is your question, Eric? Or
Okay.
if anybody is in chat, you have 10 seconds to ask a question.
You have to give more than 10 seconds because there's a delay, I think. We don't get to see.
I was taking the delay into account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ask your question fast.
I'm a
Come up
professional.
with it quickly. Okay, my question is going to be if one of the Adventure Time characters was my soulmate, which one would it be?
Okay. I'm going to do 3 cards. I'm going to guess who the characters are, and then we're going to figure out what it is at the end.
Okay.
Okay. 3 characters, 3 cards, speed run.
Speed round.
1. First guess, Coach Ernie Pentuso. Second guess, Sam Malone. Third guess, Diane Chambers. Those are all characters from Cheers.
The whole thing?
Yep. That was literally the other. I remembered the coach's name.
Oh my
and I
God.
thought it'd be funny to.
And it's probably the 3 worst characters to have as your soulmate too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ricardio,
except for maybe Mo.
Yeah, Mo's not bad.
Mo
Yeah.
would be a cool soulmate. He's good.
Ricardio is a piece of shit, but
Ricardio's a
voiced
piece of
by
shit.
a great guy.
And the Tower is
The Lich,
and
great,
he's just
also
terrifying.
voiced by a great guy.
Yeah.
And then Mo is some old guy.
Mo made all the Mo would be Mo. Mo.
There's not. Yeah. So in the
He's
end,
like the best grandpa.
we've proven that Eric is going to get married to Ricardio or the Lich.
Damn it.
I mean, literally, for the past 15 minutes or so, I was trying to remember the coach's name from Cheers.
And what is it?
Ernie Pentuso.
Pentuso.
I might be wrong, but there's definitely a character called Ernie Pentuso that might be a coach somewhere. All right, so we're going to keep these out. If ever an audience shows up and wants us to ask us either a tarot question or
something of that nature.
a pendulum question.
Yeah, we have pendulum,
we
and
will,
then I think probably in about
and
10 more minutes, the wax will be ready and we can do some ceromancy.
Unless you're Latin, and then it's caromancy.
And then it's your Latin, and then it's ceromancy.
I'm fancy.
Okay, so let's go back to our bracket. How are we doing?
According to my Twitch, we have 2 people. Same as always. I think that 5 may have been.
I think it was real. It was real.
I think it is real. Yeah, we already talked about that. All right, so we're gonna go to the next bracket, and the next bracket is what we just do.
It's Cheers versus Jerry, and this is gonna be a tough one.
Making a break in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries.
Fiona
sure
World,
would help a lot.
which is completely broken. Everybody.
Sometimes you got to get away. I was just doing another you talking.
Sometimes you where everybody knows your name.
Eric, stop singing. It's embarrassing. All right, so we're doing Cheers versus Jerry.
Cheers versus Jerry. So, like,
this is actually
both good episodes.
This is the hardest one for me so far.
This is the hardest one for me too. Jerry was this. One of the things that I loved about Jerry was that it had BMO and the Lich, who are both some of my favorite Adventure Time characters.
But they did have BMO go out like an absolute asshole.
And
I mean, I love BMO. You know,
I love BMO too.
I bought
I
that
do love
BMO.
Yeah, this is actually Alex's costume, but his head is too big. Hey, Steph Quick! Hi, Steph. So good to see you. Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, look, I'm scary. I have scary, spooky.
He's just scary by default.
My other co-host said that this is a David S. Pumpkins shirt.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly. I said the same thing. Apparently, it's an incredibly famous thing. There's a million things about it. It's the guy from The Birds, Tom Hanks, on Saturday Night Live. He did some kind of dance, and he dressed as a pumpkin or something.
Cool.
But I knew nothing about it. But I lied to John. I went, "Oh yeah, it totally is that thing."
Ooh, butt stuff.
Yes.
That's for Steph.
Yeah. Oh, actually, hey, Steph, quick, you want to hear like a really great call in that we
Oh
got
yeah,
earlier?
yeah. I recorded it so we can replay it. So this is our caller from earlier.
Stupid.
Hello, I am BMO. You are listening to Whiz Biz with Alexx and Erik. Also, Alexx is super handsome and cool. Erik smells like butts.
Okay, literally just because of that call-in, just because BMO said that I smelled like butts, I am going to vote for number 10. If BMO had been nicer to me, I would have voted 8. I would have voted for.
I would vote for number 2 then.
2, but that's not up yet. We're not voting for 2.
I know, but smells like butts. Number 2 is a euphemism for feces. Well, it's yeah. So number 8, I think is a terrific episode. You meet.
Steph just said that was completely factual, except for the butts.
You've never been in a room with
Thanks,
him.
Steph.
You've never been in a room with
That
him.
was uncalled for.
I can literally smell butts right now. It's cigarette butts, but we weren't specific.
Wait. I mean, I literally just took a shower.
And this actually 8 versus 10 is a really tough one for me.
I know 10 is really good. I mean, it's.
Which one are you voting for?
I'm gonna vote for 10. I'm gonna vote for 10 because BMO said I smelled like butts. Okay, 10 has Pond Swan. 10 has that scene where the light beams are shooting through Shermie's head.
Chekhov's roller derby happens in
Chekhov's
10.
roller derby happens. There's a flash of like a Gulb statue in the park where it used to be somebody else in the park, which is really cool.
8, let's under 8 is the Lich being super depressed. It's hilarious, and there's a great thing of Fiona and Cake singing the Cheers theme, and Simon going, "Can you guys just not sing that or sing something else? You know any other song?"
Which and the only other song they know is
which is such a deep reference to Adventure Time, because it's either the Cheers theme or the Mr. Belvedere theme. Is all like the people that remember the last remaining humans.
So the other thing that happens in 10, and this is something that I don't know that. This one really kind of bugged me when it turns out that the Scarab's victims, all the people that he's egged, none of them really deserved it. Like, all of the crimes are super minor.
That
The
one
only-
person like took somebody else's lunch in the office though, or something like that.
Yeah, but does that really merit getting egged?
Yes.
Okay.
If you believe in the Old Testament.
I don't.
Okay, then no.
I mean, I know it exists. I have a copy of it.
Because that motherfucker sends people to hell for like he's eternal damnation is like left and right. Like, oh, you mixed like this is polyester and cotton, and I'm going to hell for wearing it according to that book.
No, polyester and cotton together are fine. Because they're both
What's
plant-
blended fabrics?
Right, but they're both... No, it's not blended. It's blending plant fabrics into animal fabrics.
Oh, is that the deal?
Yeah,
okay,
so you're
okay.
fine,
Oh, cool.
you're fine.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, like if you had like a spandex
Yeah.
wool blend, then,
Okay.
then you're fucked. Then you're going to hell.
I am wearing a hairsuit underneath this.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not a rabbi, so I'm not
I've also been
really...
chewing prawns this entire episode.
Then hell it is.
Yeah. All right, so I honestly don't have a. I really like the BMO stuff. I love BMO and the post-apocalypse, but I think just BMO going out like a little asshole makes it episode 10. It's got to win.
Okay, here's the other thing that I really, really loved about episode 10 that I thought was just amazing writing. There's this scene where sort of like the whole screen sort of has like a red sheen over it, and Simon gets a chance to like redo his meeting with Betty at the bus stop.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
And then afterwards, Betty's like, you know, they just have this little interaction, which is so bizarre. And when it ends, Simon's like, did that whole conversation just happen in my head? And I was like, oh my God, that's how Golb talks.
Yeah.
That was Golb speaking. And I just loved how they did that. I thought that was really, really excellent writing.
Yeah, and this goes to my like original point of my not liking the show too much. And it's because I like this part. Is Simon's arc is really good.
Simon's arc is really
and
good.
Simon understanding, like the idea that you can be in a loving relationship. No one's the abuser, no one's bad, but someone is on the less powerful side of the relationship.
It's brilliant, isn't
Yeah,
it? That's
and
super
it's
well
a
done.
really subtle, well done thing, and him understanding that and like moving forward from it and like finding joy in life from that is a really, really powerful message. Which is why I wish it happened in the show about Simon, not the show about Fiona who went from I live in an apartment and don't like it to I live in an apartment and kind of like it now. I just whatever. We'll talk about more episodes.
Okay.
It just
We
this
will.
is
Okay,
this is
okay.
part of the.
All right,
it's
so
a
we
brilliant
agree.
realization.
We
Yeah.
agree on 10 though, and that's
absolutely,
that's what counts.
Well,
Okay,
maybe not absolutely. I mean, I do agree with that, but 8 is a really solid episode.
agreed. But BMO said that I smelled like butts. All right.
BMO speaks the truth.
So
Also, BMO doesn't have a nose, so
okay, are we ready for how weird this interface might go?
sure.
Should we screen share this part? Because I could do that.
Wait, what do you mean? It's gonna fill out the one that won.
Well, we don't know. We don't know how this is going to work yet. So
I mean, I know how it. I know how it works in that we picked which one wins, and then it. I mean, unless somebody else voted, which I doubt they did.
Let me just do this. Let me just give me this. Give me this.
I am giving you it.
What
I was trying to do was talk about it, and then you would bring it up on the screen while I was
Oh
talking.
yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm almost
Apparently
there.
you're
Almost there.
Paralyzed in
Okay, so this is our interface to challenge. I don't know what yours looks like. So we're going to click this, submit your votes, and we're going to see what happens. Did anything happen?
Well, no, because I just realized that
How do we get this to
I think you need to report scores.
mark as in progress? Mark as in progress. Oh, this is what we have to do. Mark as in progress.
No, I think you have to report scores so it fills out the next bracket. Because we're filling out a bracket, and then everybody else fills out the bracket. And I think then when you run it, all the votes count.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to say that first bracket is
Well, what happens when you click on
over.
that pencil?
Report scores.
Yeah, so now submit scores is going to fill out our
Submit
next
scores.
bracket.
Okay, got it.
So now everybody, if whoever's listening, can vote on this bracket.
Yeah. So you're gonna want to vote. Okay, shit. Well, I'm sorry. We may have screwed that one up. So we already did this one.
Well, we
Submit-
technically haven't done that
Oh, wait,
one, but
no,
I said
that's
that.
right, that's right, that's
But I
right.
said Destiny is like the worst
That's
episode
right,
of the
that's
show.
right.
So
We haven't done that
I'm going
one.
to tell you right now, you ain't winning that argument.
We did this.
This one we did, yeah.
And we did this one.
Yes.
Submit scores. Okay, so now we're going to have that one in progress.
Okay, so
And
Destiny
that one
versus
in
Casper
progress.
Nova. Destiny, episode 5. Here's the highlights, and I don't like the episode, but Finn is sexy as fuck. And Jay, his son, if I may use a young person's slang, has got a riz for days.
Riz for days.
When he goes, I found a beautiful jewel down here, and I also found this thing. Oof. Ooh, boy.
Here's the thing that I'm having trouble with. Ugh. Like, how do we vote for...
I think you click on it.
Okay, so we're going to have to just do that afterwards? Because it...
Well, yeah, so the idea is that other people are
part.
voting for it, but we're in charge. So if anybody else votes, we don't see it. We vote for it, then click it's done, and we'll see the number of votes moving to the next thing.
Okay, this is
So when you fill out a sports deal, you have to do the entire season, which is what we're dealing with here, but except there's more than just us. Well, I mean, there isn't. Right. No one else is doing this, but theoretically there's more than just us.
It'd be cool if there were more than just us, so, go vote, everybody. Voting is super important, and it's how democracies succeed,
That weirdo Napa Valley lady was talking before. No, I mean, we've got a really good audience of Stream Elements, WizBiz podcast.
Hey, don't knock our audience. Okay, so before we go on, would we like to try another type of divination? Would we like to... Does anybody have, out in the audience, does anybody have a yes or no question? Should we do... No, we don't have an audience.
Yes. And so, Steph, quick, we have a pendulum.
Yeah.
We have ceromancy, where you pour wax into water and then things. And we have the Adventure Time Tarot. You have exactly 1 minute to answer if you want any of that.
So in the meantime, I guess we should probably see what the next 2 episodes are that we're going to be talking about. It will be... Why is everything so... Oh, I was pushing the wrong button.
Well, there's episode 5 versus 9, which...
we...
But I mean, we can
we're going to talk about it.
Well, let's talk about them quickly because we already know who wins.
Okay, do we know who wins? I mean, 5 versus 9. Let me check my notes. I know that...
I mean, 9 is... There's literally no way 5 wins. 5 is one of the worst episodes of the series.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Tell me why.
It has nothing to do with... It's a filler episode to get them to the next world. It's Sexy Finn world where he has kids with Huntress Wizard and she's dead.
No, he doesn't have kids with Huntress Wizard.
One of his kids has Huntress Wizard eyeballs.
But, he puts bubblegum in the soup. His kids are named after bubblegum. And,
I think all of his kids are named after characters he was friends with, but one of his kids has, like, Huntress Wizard eyes, like red, green. And also, there's no way he mated with Princess Bubblegum.
But it's a world without magic. Princess Bubblegum wouldn't have been a bubblegum person. But it's possible that there was no Princess Bubblegum then. But there was a Bonnie because his kid, he got...
Yeah, no, I think it's one of his friends. But, like, I think it's... The point is, it's not a solid episode. Oh, it's just running through the apocalypse. Big Destiny is terrible as a character.
Big Destiny is terrible.
I like his kid like falling in love. Forbidden romance. I like Kate going, now you guys should kiss. That's fun.
Okay.
I mean, if you have an argument for 5, I'll listen. It's just you're wrong. But I've changed my mind before.
All right. Okay. We did it. It's going to be the Winter King versus... Oh, that's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. So what you did was you didn't vote that time. You declared the winner.
Shit.
No, it's fine. No, because I'd be really annoyed if the other thing... For this one, I think you just click on the one that you want. No, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
no one's here.
So you just click on the one you want?
I think that's what happens. And then later when it's time to vote. So, like right now, 100% of votes are for Jerry. See how this... in this one, there's 1...
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
So I think 100% means that the voting's over.
Well, the voting is over for this one because I clicked submit scores and everything went fine. I think what I submitted was 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we know that that's going to make things a little weird. I don't know how to... I wish we had people who were on here telling us that we were doing it wrong.
Okay. No, we do have somebody...
Will Oliver find a girlfriend this year? Should we do this as a pendulum?
So, Steph, quick, would you like a pendulum? Would you like divination via wax, or would you like the Adventure Time Tarot?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, I guess you could ask Oliver, but...
Yeah, who's Oliver?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. Secret. It's Steph Quick's husband.
Oh! I feel like... why would you be looking for a girlfriend? Is this one of those things that I am too ignorant to understand? Like...
Yeah, no, I'm just being stupid. Oliver's her chihuahua.
Oh.
But she talks about him significantly more than her husband.
Okay. Adventure Time Tarot.
All right.
Okay. I'm switching over to the Adventure Time Tarot screen. Alex, would you like to do the honors, or would you like me to do?
I'll do it because I don't care about this, so I can bullshit.
What? Okay. All right.
We're gonna find out whether or not Oliver,
There's a dog.
Oliver the Chihuahua,
Chihuahua.
will find a girlfriend this year, which is kind of disgusting because that implies
Oliver-
humanity.
Really? You don't think dogs can have girlfriends?
No, it's a mate.
I mean, Jake had a girlfriend.
Is that a dog?
Jake is a dog.
No, the girlfriend.
Jake's girlfriend is
not
a
a dog.
rainicorn.
Yes, so I don't believe that dog on dog. Dog
Okay.
on dog is a
Dog on dog is
is
bad.
a bull, is a
what you're
bull and a
saying?
bitch. Okay, so we're gonna find out whether or not Oliver the Chihuahua is going to get. So we're gonna say, what do we do? 3 cards, past, present, future, somehow? No, 1 card.
Oh, Anthony. Is Anthony another dog?
No, Anthony's husband.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know. Stephanie Quick never tells me any of the good details. All I hear are...
Well, you quit just about every bit of social media that's ever existed, so you have no place for Steph Quick to bother you.
I'm on Blue Sky and I'm on Mastodon. And,
That's fair. All right, Steph Quick, please send pictures of your dog to Erik on Mastodon. All right, so what do we want to do? 3 cards or 1 card? What's the best way to say
okay,
will
so
Oliver
it's-
find? It's a yes or no question.
Tarot is not always best at yes or no questions, so I
we're
would
gonna do 1 card.
say
Answer
1
for it.
card. Here we
Perfect.
go, 1 card. If it's a good card, it has to be really, really good, right? If we're doing yes or no, because if it's murky,
Yes or no, I'm going to say if it is in the top 50% of the major arcana or a court card in the minor arcana means yes, everything else means no.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Does that seem fair?
Yeah. I mean, there is some. Okay, that's true. You know, sometimes getting a girlfriend can't be good. Like if you get the tower, he's getting a girlfriend, but she's gonna suck.
Oh, what number is the tower?
Like 15.
Oh shit! I thought. Oh, whatever. We're sticking with it because I don't want to come up with another.
Here we go.
4 swords.
Oh, not only.
Sorry, your
Oh,
dog
this
is a Volcel.
Not only is there going to be no girlfriend, but he's going to spend a lot of time.
Oh.
Looks like, what is that, at home with a boner?
Oh no! Oh god, no! What that means is Oliver's gonna have sex with Tony. What? Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, I'm
Oh
so
my god!
sorry that
Oh my
happened.
god! What?
I'm so sorry that happened. Oh
Poor
god.
Oliver.
I feel bad for everybody involved. I wish.
What is that picture?
It is it's a bear laying down with somebody in a plague mask on top of it. No, it's a person with the old-timey sleeping cap.
Weird. How is this Adventure Time?
I don't know. It's like a Snorlax. I'm not entirely sure what that is.
It does look like a Snorlax. Oh,
I don't remember
from,
this.
It's the bear and the old lady from. Hold on, I wonder if I can hold this up. The other way around. It's the bear and the old lady from Islands.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Like she speaks like Polish or German or something. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, that like kind of.
Steph just said he does spend a lot of time at home with a boner. Erik is a master diviner.
Hey, how does Erik a diviner? I'm the one doing this.
Yeah, but
This is bullshit.
like, come on.
Eric's the one with the good cuticles. I was the one flipping cards. This is nonsense. Steph Quick, you're not even the top 25 fans anymore.
No, you are.
No, nope.
You know you're number 1, and you know that every time Alex protests, he just doth protest.
Bullshit. All right, let's get back to this
much.
thing.
Okay. Back to our
Back to reality. Oh, there goes a rabbit.
our rabbit.
Assuming
Okay,
M&M
so
names.
the next one. Okay, this is going to be an interesting fight. It's between the Star, episode 7, and Fiona Campbell, episode 1. I immediately want to vote for the Star, and I have reasons. Let me give you some of them.
You tell me your reasons. I'm going to ignore you and think about it.
Okay, my top reason, my very number 1 top reason is that this episode is a tarot reference.
True. It's more, though, to be fair, it's more a reference to
You're
this.
welcome, Steph.
It's a reference to the series of episodes Stakes, which have tarot references in it.
True.
Yeah.
Another reason I really like this episode is that evil goth Marceline is kind of hot.
Her outfit is fire.
I really, really like it. She definitely has sort of a goth Lolita thing going on that I really enjoyed.
Simon shown to have very small feet, which you being a small feet king, you know.
Does Simon have small feet?
You remember Marceline, who's like 7, has the same size feet as dead Simon.
Small feet king.
Erik has very tiny feet. Audience and all. Yeah.
Another thing. Okay, I have a screenshot for this episode that I just absolutely.
I hope it's feet pics.
Oh no, it's better.
Oh hell yeah.
Hold on. I will.
Wrong.
Hold on. It's not just that got cake spelled wrong. It's. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Is that what I wanted to do? No.
I can't answer that for you. Wish I could.
I know what I'm doing. Just one moment here. So, there's a scene in this episode where Cake uses her stretchy powers to spell out her name. And not only does she spell cake wrong, but that says cock.
I can't answer that for you because I'm bad at cursive. But to me, that looks like COEK.
But it could be cock. I think they did it on purpose to make it look like cock as sort of a
I don't know how you make a lowercase c in
It totally looks
script.
like a C. It's a C.
I believe you. No,
Okay.
This is an argument. This is me professing my ignorance because I hated learning cursive as a kid, and I fought against it.
If the bottom stroke on the E was just a little higher, it'd look like a C. So
Sure.
I just think they did it on purpose. I think they made this say cock on purpose.
You seem there's a lot of adult jokes in this series, so
Yeah.
I feel like you're onto something. Except I just don't know cursive well enough.
And another thing that I really, really loved about this episode is the combination Vampire King, Ice King is terrifying, and they do some great stuff with him. That scene where he bursts out of the hive with Huntress Wizard just covered in arrows in his hands.
Oh, yeah.
Is just done so well. Like, it's just a masterfully drawn scene, and it looks so gorgeous. And I remember first watching this and just being like, fuck, they are screwed.
Yeah, well, that's referencing that painting of the Saint Sebastian. Who's the one with the arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Saint Sebastian painting, I think is what they're going with. Yeah,
absolutely. But it's just
I
it's
know
just
art.
so well
I know 7
done.
paintings. That's one of them. Don't remember who did when it was, but I remember it.
I also really loved how the tone of the star. Okay, I'm going to save that for the next one. I already have given enough info on the star to fight.
Okay, so wait, it's the star versus what was the other one? Episode 1.
Yeah.
Just looking up. Oh yeah. Okay. So here's the reason that I'm gonna vote for the star. Not for all the good things you said. Is that Princess Pogo goes Quatsch, which is German for like nonsense, which is great. And that scene where Gary basically says, "I don't care about my dreams. I love this band. Hey, your mom is a piece of shit." And runs out together. That's so cute. That's an adorable little be cute.
Yeah. That's another thing I liked about this episode that I'm going to bring up when it's fighting against Cheers, because I have some other things about this episode that I really liked.
In the world today,
I know.
everything you've got.
If I click on that, can I vote for it? No, I have to click on this. Okay, so you're voting for the star.
Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah.
And I'm voting for the star.
Would you like to get away?
Set state. Oh, this is just made for people to.
Yeah, go for it.
Submit scores. Okay,
Sure.
there we
Well,
go.
who
There we
cares?
go.
I mean, no one else is voting.
Okay, so I think it might be time for some Ceromancy.
Yeah, let's do some Ceromancy.
Okay, we have one of our candles looks like it's completely melted, so we're going to try. We're going to try a couple things. First of all, Alex, do we need a break? Is it break time?
It's break time!
It's break time!
Yeah, let's get a break.
Okay, hold on. We're going to go on break. We will be back. And we're back!
And we're back.
I bet you're all excited about this. So,
Yes, you all are excited about this. I should stop talking about how no one's here.
So ceromancy is divination by wax. And the idea here is that we... Oh, that's cool. You can see the reflection of us in the bowl. This is a silver-plated bowl, which I guess is fancy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour water into the bowl. I hope that sounds really cool. I feel like it did.
Yeah, that's like urine ASMR.
We'll get some listeners for ASMR.
I'm down with that.
Okay, we've got these candles here. The first thing we're going to do is we have this stuff, which is vision oil from Quadrivium Supplies. This is an experimental oil that has that is in some kind of like alcohol solution. I'm moving these candles away from us now because I'm going to sort of spritz it around, and I don't want it to floof into fireballs.
Oh, I thought you had to spritz it into water.
Either way, no fireballs would be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, maybe spritzing on the water is a good
Well, that was my means of avoiding fireballs if you just pointed it there.
Okay, I'm going to point it right at the water then. So, Alex, I need you to think of a question. Okay? And make it open-ended, because part of ceromancy is we're going to be interpreting weird shapes.
Okay. Will the world be recognizable to us in the year 2035?
Ooh.
Or by the year 2035?
Oh, man, that smells really good. I like that smell. Yeah, go to Quadrivium Supplies. I think it's quadriviumsupplies.com and check out their stuff. And meanwhile, here we go. I'm just going to try to not burn. Hey! You do. It's not that hot. Just pour it in there. All right.
Sorry, it spilled some on your table.
That's cool. Okay, so I see it cooling and turning into shapes in the water there, so I just wanted to get all the way solid before I take it out and we try to see if it formed any recognizable shapes. All right, so here is the ceromantic answer, Alex. You have the
first thing that occurred to me is a sickened polar bear, a cancerous polar bear.
Oh my God!
Which brings forth the idea of the ice caps have completely snapped. Our hopes of stopping it have not happened, and Manhattan is now Manhattantis.
That's bleak, but I kind of have the same feeling. I kind of think that. It looks to me, it literally looks like cauliflower, but there might be no choice for it but to look like cauliflower since it's, white wax. But the first thing that sort of strikes me is it makes me think of vegetables that do not look good.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's also a thing here. I also just saw a sea turtle.
I was thinking about a turtle as well.
A turtle, yeah. Okay, so a turtle kind of makes sense, which would indicate to me that we might be living in domed cities by 2035.
I like that.
Maybe that's what the turtle is all about. Domed cities,
or ex-world martial arts champion Master Roshi has taken on a new student, Son Goku.
The turtle.
Well, Master Roshi is the turtle school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you not know Dragon Ball?
No, I don't know Dragon Ball. What kind of nerd do you think I am?
I thought you were a nerd. Apparently not.
So anyhow, that was ceromancy.
Let me fondle.
You want to take a closer look?
Just to see if I see anything else. So the thing that keeps coming back to me is cancer. That this is like Akira.
A lumpy, cancerous Akira.
No, but like how Akira is like this like unchecked growth. Unchecked growth turning into something horrific. And that directly relates to the will the world be livable by then. It's it's like humanity being a cancerous growth, which is a lot of people have made that reference.
Well, that's bleak, but it's also possibly obvious. Okay. So that was our first.
Sorry, I fucked the table up a little bit.
It's okay. This table was you didn't. So now it's my turn to ask a question. I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask an Adventure Time related question, and I'm going to ask what will the next episode be like. Here we go. I'm going to get my fingers wet. So I can...
Wait, wait, hold on.
I'm going to ask. So we already know that the next. Or not. So the next season, we already know the next season is going to star Gunter or time travel.
Working, oh, thank you. No. I'm following you. So you're saying working on the presupposition that we came up with earlier via divination.
Yeah.
That there was going to be a prequel.
Yeah.
That has Gunter as a somewhat main character. Gotcha.
Right.
No, I like this very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, I managed to also spill a lot of wax on the table. I'm just looking at the corpse of this thing, and it kind of covered in wax. It kind of already has the kind of shape of some sort of cosmic unholy creature.
Interesting. So don't pull that out quite yet.
Okay.
So my immediate thought is that is like a desiccated shell, like a cicada.
It kind of made me think of that. It kind of made me think of like a shrimp that had been.
Yeah, but to me that comes with the idea of like something bursting forth. Like this is
like a chest
positive
burster.
Oh, I was thinking more of a positive thing. This is like rebirth.
Oh, like a rebirth. Yeah. Okay, so how would you interpret that in terms of the next Adventure Time series?
Well, my thought would be something along the lines of the next Adventure Time series might be a little bit more. Something that I would a little bit more original, a little bit less, as I said, the Toxoplasma gondii in the brain of Adventure Time that is Fiona and Cake.
Okay, now if we turn it over, the other side has a look. Ooh, I like that kind of tree-shaped coral reef thing going on. But it does kind of indicate to me, you know what this makes me think of? Like a branch off of the main thing. Like, I wonder if the next one... I'm still thinking, this might... I can still see sort of a time travel thing here, right? Like, this might be a separate timeline.
It's like branching universes.
A branching universe sort of thing. That might work here.
It also reminds me of, did you ever see Annihilation?
I don't remember.
Terrific film. But like the idea is like there's this, it's based on a book, but there's this sphere at a certain part of the world where like essentially things like the DNA of reality gets rewritten. So like things just kind of start smashing into each other. It's there's some beautiful scenes in it, but like this kind of reminds me of like this is like some kind of like everything's recognizable, but we don't know what's happening right now. You know, it actually goes back to like the cancer before. It's like this just unchecked growth of weirdness. You know.
Here's the okay. So this is the first time I've ever tried ceromancy. Is that the first time you've?
The only other thing I know about ceromancy is an episode of The Simpsons where Lisa does it. I've never made any attempt at this.
Of course, The Simpsons have done it.
She sees they put ceromancy and one of the. Her friends goes, it just looks like a janitor's mop. My husband, they ask who their husband's going to be. And like, it looks like my husband's going to be a janitor. And Lisa turns the mop around and goes, no, it looks like an Olympic torch that your husband is going to be a great athlete. Yeah.
I do not see an Olympic torch here, but what I really
No, it looks like a lower intestine.
What I did enjoy about it is when we looked at it upside down, we saw something completely different than when we turned it on its side. That was really cool. I am going to try ceromancy again. I feel like there is a lot of potential here. I feel like we had a candle malfunction where we
I tried to buy candles, but my car died, so I couldn't go and get candles.
It turns out Alex is into mom.
Yeah.
But moms always have access to really good candles. And
no, here's the thing: is I'm pretty sure Fred Meyer's has candle. But the one I went to didn't, because I went to the shitty one on Hawthorne, which is about 1/5 the size of most other Fred Meyers.
Oh, I feel like the one on Hawthorne would have candles.
No, that one, no one gives a shit about that. No one's watching. Okay, but like that one over on like just over in Northeast, kind of by like Lloyd Center-ish.
Yeah, the big one.
That one is fucking monstrous, and that's probably got
Yeah.
like 17 different candles that would work for our purposes. But,
Quite true, quite
yeah.
true. Okay, yeah, well, you know, live and learn. As
What I live and learn is my car died. There's no lesson from this. My car's never died before. It died, and like I'm not gonna spend $50 on cab rides to go to a different Fred Meyer or try to find some like what are those things called? Auto buses, whatever you plebes use.
Autobus.
Yeah.
I like those actually. They're okay. So back to voting time. It looks like it's.
Yeah, let's get this thing
Okay,
going.
hold on. I'm gonna get this other camera out of our way so we can see what's going on.
Now that the outside light is turned off a little bit, not that we're not horribly red, but we're less horribly red.
This is sort of, it's such a fun thing to see over there. It's like being in a science fiction world with 3 suns where all of them suck.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Everything's a mess. Ceromancy, also a mess. Okay,
Ceromancy.
so what are our
Interestingly,
episodes?
maybe you don't have to wait. I want to see if I can figure out a Lego kind of combo platter of how these two could fit together.
Look at
Uh,
that. You should.
oh, no, see, that kind of looks
hold
like...
it up. Hold it up.
So
Show it to the camera.
this kind of looks like a gun.
Up higher.
So that kind of looks like a gun.
That's
See,
a
there's
dong. That's the sack.
No.
No,
Alex, stop with your jokes.
Sorry, it's a dong.
No.
You get a
Obviously,
dong.
No. Obviously, it's a gun, and here are bullets shooting out of the gun.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
just
Totally.
just
That's
bullets,
definitely
bullets shooting out
everybody
of the
sees
gun.
the gun.
Come
right?
on. That
Everybody
doesn't
sees
that look
the
like a gun with bullets? No, but that looks like a gun. So what I was saying is that America is never going to learn its lesson, and we're going to have school shootings every year for the rest of forever.
Oh boy. Okay.
I remember in like 1999 where like a school shooting was like the most important thing in the world, and now we have
Yeah.
like 30 a year. This country's great. Just to remind everybody at home, Alex doesn't like America or Christianity. Just on record.
Or school shootings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I think if we got rid of both of those, weirdly enough, school shootings would also go away.
Okay.
It's your fault.
Our next bracket, I'm going to mark it as playing.
Okay.
I'm going to mark both of them as playing.
Fucking who cares?
Well, I'm just doing it to just in case. So our next one is Casper and Nova versus the Winter King.
Let me remind myself of the notes for
that's a
Casper and
tough
Nova.
one. Okay.
Casper and Nova is 9.
Casper and Nova is really good.
Yeah, you know what? Remove the watercolor section of the Winter King. I'm voting that way, but that's in the episode. Casper Nova, Runaway. Weird Cronenberg fit. Cake suit being overalls. The Lich plaintively screaming at Golb to listen to him. The tiny scarabs.
That's all Casper and Nova, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
I also am going to vote for Casper and Nova. That's easy.
But I love the Winter King. Honestly, if it wasn't for that stupid watercolor section, and it's not even like the worst thing in the world. It's not. It didn't resonate with me.
Okay, I'm voting for Casper and Nova.
Thank you.
Still really hazy on how the. Okay, Sabin's.
Yeah. My theory of how this worked is no longer valid.
Okay.
I think this might just be
shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shitty. It's
Yeah,
a good word.
I'm thinking that too. Okay, next one: The Star versus Cheers. I'm still a big fan of The Star. I have a few more things I want to mention about it that I think will help change your mind.
Please do, because I actually don't. I'm not entirely. I don't entirely have a vote right now. So
Okay.
please sell me on
I
The
have
Star.
a screenshot
Okay.
that I think will change your mind, and I'm looking forward to showing it to the rest of the viewers.
By the way, that is hilarious. The Cosmic Owl prophecy ring.
Hold on, I didn't make the transition yet. You
No,
just
it's still-
spoiled it.
Oh, sorry.
So there's a scene.
I didn't realize that's your point, because this is a terrible point. It's just a funny throwaway.
It's so funny. So, like, we talked about the Cosmic Owl. We've talked about the Cosmic Owl more in this live stream than we ever have in the podcast. The Cosmic
because
Owl.
he doesn't show up yet on the podcast.
Right. But he's one of my favorite weird cosmic characters, and I'm just overjoyed that he doesn't really have a part in Fiona and Cake. But when he does show up, there's this sort of implication that things are kind of going wrong in the multi-universe.
Yeah.
And the Scarab has this little thing show up on his little wrist, on his little display device. It's not on the wrist. I don't remember what it is. That shows the cosmic owl being wanted for profiteering.
Yeah, it's in
just
that crystal, the same thing that the eggs come from.
I was like,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
that's
really
so
funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's a great throwaway joke. You also see Finn's dad in this sequence.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, Martin Mertens, who also shows up in the universe that they're visiting.
Yes.
So I think that there are some really good references. Another thing that I really loved about this episode that I'm going to argue for is the Hudson Abadir references. And I just want you to acknowledge that I'm what you would call a Hudson Abadir stan a little bit.
I have no problem with that.
And one of the reasons I love Hudson Abadir, and I'm not doing this to emotionally manipulate you, even though it will.
Eric, you realize I'm the person that did the ceremony with you to try to summon Hudson Abadir.
That's what I'm about to say.
So how are you trying you're trying to sell the guy that was there with you?
Hudson Abadir is the thing that draws us together. Like without
that does make me want to vote against it.
Hudson Abadir is the glue that makes our friendship work.
Yeah, but I don't want to be friends with a butt smelling guy. So like that
oh
actually
my
kind of
god.
talked yourself out of it.
My
Ooh, butt stuff.
What's great about that is the 15-second delay between you hitting the button and it actually going. That is the slowest soundboard that's ever existed in the history of humanity.
It's not slow. When I recorded that
You left like at the front.
I screwed up.
So I want to tell a minor story. It's an aside. When I was doing the Alexx Cast, my old podcast, there's this guy Sherwin Sleeves. Big plug to him.
Sherwin Sleeves? Are you kidding?
Atoms, Motion, and the Void. It's the best storytelling radio stuff that's ever been done. He's fucking fantastic. I loved him so much. I wrote to him like, "Hey man, I really need a theme to my podcast, theme song. I don't have much money, but like whatever I have, like could you possibly do me a favor? Like we both were friends with not friends. We both were fans of the same radio show. Actually, Fez Watley that we referred to before. And he was nice enough to write my theme song for me.
The Alexx Cast theme song is incredible.
Yeah, and that was Sherwin Sleeves. Now,
does the Alexx Cast website still exist?
It does.
Okay, and it's just alexxcast.com, right?
Yes. So anyway, the point of all this is I forgot why I started telling that what we're talking about. Oh, this sucks because you can't edit this out. What was I talking about beforehand? Oh, I'm so stupid.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Fuck me.
It's possible that we are breaking some Twitch rules now by having had too many beers.
Oh, god damn it. No, this is just my brain. I do this. I get excited by something. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but I think we need to move on to figuring out who wins this episode, who wins this round.
Oh no, but Eric, wait, no. Give me like 15 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to then.
One of the episodes we're talking about right now is
Cheers and the Star. Oh, right. I didn't finish arguing about the Hudson Abadir thing. So in this episode, we see that Marshall Lee's mom is the Fiona World's equivalent of Hudson Abadir. And she's okay. Like, that's not really awesome.
Yeah.
But the other thing we see, and one of the things I really love about this episode is sort of this, like, reaffirmation that without Simon, Marceline would be really, really, really bad. Right? Because...
Yes.
And then it also is revealed that Marceline has accepted Hudson Abadir's powers in that world. And she uses Hudson Abadir's soul-sucking powers to kill Martin Mertens.
Yes.
Okay, so...
Well, it's interesting, though, because she refers to the Vampire King as her dad, even though she's aware of Hudson Abadir enough that she uses his soul-sucking power.
Okay, so the Vampire King is her dad in the sense of, like, a vampire sire dad. Okay. But here's the question that I have. Fiona and Cake, this whole series sort of fleshes out the cosmology of the Adventure Time multi-universe, which I'm glad they don't call it a multiverse. They do call it a multi-universe. but
I think actually Prismo
they
calls
do.
it a
They
multiverse.
do
Yeah,
call it a
yeah, yeah.
multiverse. All right.
No,
then,
no,
fine,
but
fine,
no,
fine.
but they do say
But-
multi-universe, which I do like better. I'm there with you.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing that I have a question about. Like,
I'm listening.
there's only one Prismo. There's only one Cosmic Owl. There's only one Scarab. There's only one Golb across all the multi-universe. But there's multiple Hunts and Abadyrs. So Hunts and Abadyr isn't powerful enough to exist outside of a single world. And that's kind of weird and interesting. Especially since Hunts and Abadyr is basically like unbeatable to Finn and Jake. Like they can only trick him. They can't actually defeat him.
Let's think about this for a second. I don't disagree with you, but I don't know that you're right only because we know that Hunts and Abadyr is the lord of, let's just call it hell.
The Nightoverse. Right.
Nightosphere.
Right.
The Nightosphere may transcend multiversal thought in that we don't see another Hunson that runs the Nightosphere. We see, Marshall Lee's mom. So there may be only one Hunson Abadyr. There may be only one. Let's just call him Satan. There may be one Satan that like Prismo dies and he could go to there.
Okay,
That he could be like
but-
almost. So like in that the multiverse, like Prismos are outside of the regular multiverse. There could be another outside of that, which is the afterlife-averse.
So here's the reason I'm thinking this is because so we know that there's a life and a death. Now when you die, you go to Death's realm. And if you go to Death's realm, hold on, does this even work? When do you even go to the Nightosphere? How do you end up in the Nightosphere?
Well, that's the thing. So
is
there's
it
multiple
because you eat
afterlives.
bananas?
Yeah.
Right. But in the Death realm, you don't run into other versions of yourself.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
And I feel like even in the Nightosphere, you don't
a really
necessarily
good point.
run into
Yeah,
other
yeah,
versions of yourself, because in the Prime Nightosphere,
Yeah.
which I'm going to call the Prime. Okay, so in the Ooh world, when they visit the Nightosphere, when they have the whole Nightosphere thing, Marceline chooses not to accept the role of Hunts and Abadyr, and doesn't get soul sucking powers. But you would think that if Hunts and Abadyr or the Nightosphere transversed universes.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
So
I think
that's kind of.
I'm as if anybody ever argues that Alex cannot be convinced of something, bullshit. You have convinced me.
And that is why I want to vote for the Star over Cheers.
Here's what I want is to remember why I brought up shirt and sleeves. This is bothering the fucking shit out of me. I cannot believe like
Is it
midway through-
Shermie?
Why did I bring that up?
I don't know.
No, it was like him doing the theme song. Okay, the Star versus Cheers. I still think Cheers. I think it brings together, because I don't particularly think this functions as a 10-part series. I think episode 10 does do the kind of Chekhov's gun enough to somewhat rewrite the earlier episodes.
I kind of hate it for that.
What I would say is this, though. If you click that little pencil thing, we can vote for 1 and 1 and see what happens.
Okay, here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say about the end of the Star.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the Star has this great build that has excellent sound engineering, sort of creating this great soundscape. It has this amazing juxtaposition.
Yeah, between Marshall Lee and
Marshall and where they both come together. They both have this instance of like, we would rather have our lives destroyed than be apart. And there is that incredible scene that flashes back and forth. Like the first one is PB and Marceline falling and falling and falling, and all the vampires like coming down and reaching for them. It looks so good.
No, it's badass.
It looks so good. And then the counter scene in Mrs. Abadyr's totally normal verse thing where they're leaving in the elevator, and Marshall Lee and Gary kiss. Like the juxtaposition between those two scenes, like what they kind of represent for the I don't know, the multiverses of those two characters. Like, it's so good, that ending scene, because it ends there. It ends with Princess Bubblegum and Marceline diving to their death, no clue as to what's going to happen, and they're just sort of like, episode's over. I just think the Star is done so well. Like, sure, Cheers wrapped up the season. Sure, it Chekhov gunned everything it needed to, but the Star was beautifully crafted.
I would say that the Star as a bottle episode is better. Cheers as an episode of a series which is episodic is better.
All right, so we're pitting these two episodes against each other. They're down to the end. We're down to the semifinals here.
Are we talking about?
We're
Fiona
talking
and
about
Cake as a show.
I think we need to talk about these episodes as bottle episodes. If anything other than episode 10 is going to have a chance against anything else in this whole ladder bracket.
Not to tip my hand further, but I think episode 9 is better than episode 10 as far as a show based thing.
Then I would rather pitch episode 7 against episode 9 in the finals than episode 10 against episode 9. It's going to be a better discussion. Come on.
I'm going to say,
let's
vote for the Star, but I don't agree with this. You're right that for conversational purposes, but for if I were filling out my own bracket, I think Cheers is a better episode.
Okay.
If we had more people voting, we could do 1 and 1.
How about this?
But we don't have more people. We submit scores. Though it's going to be a tie. Oh, let's see what happens. Actually, submit scores.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, we need more people to go. Yeah. So no, it's the Star is fine.
How come we can't vote for these ones?
I'm not upset with that answer. I think if we're talking about this as a limited series, as 10 episodes, I
just feel like
Cheers is better. It's like if you talk about like Battlestar Galactica, the remake. Talking about like some of the seasons is amazing, but the second you bring the last season into discussion, it turns the whole show to shit. Oh, Starbucks a fucking angel. It's just garbage. It's dog shit. So like it's you can't like it's just how much fracturing do you want?
Right.
But I'm fine with the Star. So
now we're on to the finals.
Do we want to do anything before that? Keep in mind we've been going for a million years. So
we've been going for a long time. Well, we only have one viewer, and that's probably not a real person.
Yeah, that's me. I'm lucky enough right now.
So I say we just go on to.
Which, by the way, let's just have Alex be right for a second.
Okay.
I said in this 15 versus 5 thing, I said we're in a sub 5 kind of category, and even that I thought was overestimating. Is I thought if we broke 3, it'd be impressive.
We got to 4.
It's at some point it said 5, but I don't think that was real. I think that was some weird update.
Then maybe we got to 5. I hope we got to 5.
I don't think we did. And I want you to sit there and understand that my bleak, horrible worldview is the right one. My disgusting, in the gutter worldview, in which everything is terrible and nothing ever works out, is right.
I wish I hadn't given you all of my hallucinogenic mushrooms already, because I'd give you some now just to cheer you up.
Yeah. Actually, I got some. I took a microdose this morning. Still sad.
Damn it. Okay, so here's the thing.
Let's talk about the last episode.
Hold on. We have a sound clip for this.
Oh, God.
Okay, you ready for this?
Wait, no, I'm not. Wait, no, I'm literally not. Hold on. I've got 14 feet of cord to deal with. Okay.
It's time to talk about the last episode.
Okay.
Reveal the path and grant me passage. Reveal the path and grant me passage. Reveal the path and grant me passage. Reveal the path and grant me passage.
Choose goose.
Okay. So the finals. It's down to episode 9. I should probably transition to this one.
So what's interesting is so I don't know what they're referencing. I'm breaking our Saramancy up because I think it's gonna be funny. I don't know what they're referencing, but that pacing and Latinate thing They also do in a Harry Potter movie.
The what? Hold on. Say that again.
So when they do reveal the path and grant me passage, there was a thing in Harry Potter where it's homo et passus, homo et passus. I don't know the actual Latin they're saying, but but there's like the pacing and like the syllabicness of it, the and the S's hit at the same time. They're like, I think maybe they're both referencing some kind of Gregorian chant or something along those lines.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean the scene with
Seromancy.
Well done. Nobody can see that. Okay, so
We can show
it's
them.
number 9, Casper and Nova versus number 7, The Star.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
I'm gonna go look at my number 9 notes here because. So here's my first. Okay,
I got my answer without well, we've already discussed it, but please you.
My first note going into episode 9 was I'm expecting to be disappointed in this one. Because I mean I'd seen it before, but I hadn't rewatched it yet. So I smoked a lot of pot when I was binge watching these.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm allowed to talk about that. It's too late. I've already done it.
No, some of us are devoted to the Whispers. Other people just getting high on their goofy cabbage.
You mean the wacky weed? Hold on.
No, I mean the goofy cabbage.
I'm gonna change where our video shows up so that it looks better. Whoop. Okay. So this is a tough one.
Well, let me make my argument because you
Okay.
seem to be vacillating.
Okay.
My argument is for number 9
Why?
because of the Lich and his plaintively I keep saying plaintively, but arguing at Gulb that there is nothing more demonstrative of the journey we went on in Adventure Time and the one in Fiona and Cake of screaming at the universe, to use magical terms, desire for results that just leads you to be a desiccated skeleton at the edge of all knowing, and nothing comes of it. You're destroyed and turned into a Tetris block.
Oh my God.
There's no more demonstrative thought of what it's like to be on an occult's path than that. That at no point does God ever respond. All you ever get to is you learn that a thing is unknowable, and
you never get to.
And he can't accept that it's unknowable. He screams in the face of God, and God just goes poof.
Okay, and there's another thing. Okay, I'm going to agree with you a little bit on this because there's another thing that ends up being just existentially difficult about the Adventure Time universe is that you do get to talk to gods, but the gods you talk to are either useless or fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Like
or unknowable.
Like the most honest god in Party Time in Adventure Time is Party God.
Yeah.
The floating wolf head, who's like, I'm just here to party. I'm going to go to every party.
But he's like a god within a universe. Yeah. As far as the multi-universe gods like Golb, Glob, and etc.
Yeah.
They're all kind of unknowable. They're like these. They have their own like, especially Golb. Like it's just.
But he gets his ass kicked.
Golb?
Yeah. Oh no, not Golb. Well,
no.
Golb gets his ass kicked by Betty. Glob.
Yeah. No. Golb. Melds with Betty because there's no way to defeat him.
Right.
It's an unknowable concept.
And then the other one, the 3-headed, the Martian one.
Yeah.
Ends up just as disembodied heads.
So for me, as somebody that spent a shitload of years practicing, believing, thinking, trying, and being bounced off of the world beyond the one that we inhabit, to the point that now I'm almost back to being just a materialist. That idea of the Lich screaming, I literally destroyed the universe. I did the impossible thing, and why will you not answer me? And he doesn't even get an answer. He just gets destroyed. That is a perfect encapsulation of the unfettered, unthoughtful way of approaching the occult and approaching religious practice.
Okay, that's a really strong argument for number
Yes,
9.
I'm good at
That's
arguing.
a really,
Thank
really
you.
strong argument for
Thank
number 9.
you.
But,
Finally.
But I do...
You do think she looks hot in that outfit, and that's a strong counter argument.
I mean, hot goth Marceline.
Yeah.
No, but...
I was joking, but honestly,
a few
really
other
strong
things.
argument.
A few other things. Here's some other things. One of the things about the Star is like the episode presents itself as extremely grim. Like I'm gonna argue for the Star mostly in terms of like craftsmanship and not necessarily in how it advances the story or how it advances the existential nature of Adventure Time. So the Star follows on the Winter King, and the Winter King has like really, really depressing moments for almost everybody in the show, right? Simon feels depressed. Fiona fucks up by killing candy people when she shouldn't have. All this stuff happens that like just shatters everybody's vision of themselves.
And she murders the Winter King.
And she murders the Winter King by kissing him. Yeah. So all this bad stuff happens, and in the Star, Fiona and Cake both start to learn how to be heroes. They both start to take risks for others, and instead of just having this like magical thrill ride, they start to experience whatever character development they get in the series. Like almost all of it happens in the Star. Right, that's where Fiona learns how to be a hero. It's where Cake learns how to be a hero.
I appreciate your point, but I don't buy that they have character development.
That's the only character development they have.
That's what I mean. It's like this.
Oh,
it's
wait, they have another moment.
Yeah.
They do have another moment later on where Fiona learns that other people need to make their own choices about their life.
But we already learned that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we already learned that from Martin.
Fine. So that's
Who
an
did
argument.
we learn that from?
I don't know, but whatever you're saying, it's definitely an argument against episode 9.
Oh wait, Simon is what we're thinking of.
Yeah. Okay.
I literally, because I'm like, I swear Martin learned something, but he didn't. No, Martin just got his ass killed.
So here's a thing that may have been a little heavy-handed in this episode, but was still really good, which is that they had this like apocalypse world, which they'd already done an apocalypse world earlier with.
With Sexy Finn.
Yeah, with Sexy Finn. But
actually, there's 2 Sexy Finns, but whatever. Yeah.
Isn't every? Oh my God, dude. Baby Finn? Are you serious?
No. There's super huge Rip Finn, and then there's like kinda huge the one.
Axe chopping Finn.
Yeah, axe chopping Finn. Yeah. And then there's like
chest tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, there was something about. Oh yeah, hitting his hair. His hair was incredible. That Finn would be great. Right?
He's doing them for himself. Other than his intellectual.
In this episode, they have this bleak apocalypse world. And they inject some really, really delightful pieces of humor. That kind of helped break it up a little bit. The one that really stuck out to me, because I mean, Princess Bubblegum, I do not like Apocalypse Princess Bubblegum. I understand why she exists, but and it turns out that she is made of bubblegum, but she's like, these are my garlic bombs. I call them garbos.
Yeah.
Which is like it almost sounds like a Grable. I think it's a reference.
Oh, I thought of Greta Garbo.
And there's this other scene where Martin Mertens is making dinner, and he puts it on the table. He's like, "Everybody, come and get your beans and cabbage." And Fiona and Cake both yell, "Beans!"
Yeah.
And Princess Bubblegum, who's just been on like her apocalyptic little screed about like what the hell's going on, she's just standing in the foreground, and she just puts on a gas mask. And I crack up every time I see that scene. It's so well done. It's subtle. It's really clever humor. It's all about farts.
When they yell beans, I thought that was when Finn was making soup.
No, it's when Martin makes soup.
Oh, because they do the same joke when Finn makes soup.
Maybe, but when Martin Mertens makes soup, he brings beans and cabbage.
Gotcha. The thing about I think that world's Princess Bubblegum is a more accessible version of the Princess Bubblegum we're used to, in that she is a psychopathic piece of shit, but she's fun, so we don't see it. I think the apocalyptic version, we have an easier access to her just being like, oh, you're a hardcore fucking person.
Okay, and I'm not done.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Continue. I'm not stopping you.
Okay. So I already mentioned the Cosmic Owl cameo appearance just on Scarab's screen.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick that back in the voting basket just so you remember.
Yep.
That was the star. There's also a scene in Fiona World where we see Magic Man, and he looks almost exactly like the alchemist from Holy Mountain. And every time I see that scene, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Magic Man was always a reference to Holy Mountain. They just didn't draw him right in the original series.
No.
And that I really loved about this. And I would also like to mention again, Goth Marceline is super hot.
Yeah, no problem with that.
Okay. And then I loved the adventure movie plot that Princess Bubblegum comes up with. I think it's genius. I think she did a really good job. I think she was a genius when she came up with that plan.
Okay.
And also, I was really, really stoned when I watched this last night.
Obviously, because it's an inferior episode. Episode 9 is obviously the winner.
Oh, man.
Simon sits there and has a gun forced to his head via book to learn his lesson through God operating on him to throw his body into another. It's so good. Episode 9, man. Sorry.
All right.
There's nothing about this.
Convince me more.
No, no. I don't want to. It's obviously episode 9. There's no more convincing. It's obviously episode 9. I love episode 7. We've come down to 2 very good episodes of a show I didn't exactly love.
Yeah.
But episode 9 I think is an exemplary.
You think it's really
man. Learning, like, having the patient Jake character explain to Shermie, or the rabbit kid that's with that Simon is within. That explanation of, you realize that you never chose that other person's path, was a beautiful reference. And the books having you have to shoot a gun to be part of the books. Dude, I'm raised in America. I'm there for that.
And that whole okay. And that all right. And I will say that there is a whole that moment of realization is that
it was so good, because that's the real moment that Simon realizes not how bad, because that's what I think is beautiful about this series, is that he realizes that he was wrong, but he wasn't an abuser. There wasn't anything there. It just, he realized, like, oh, there was a power dynamic I didn't understand. That if I offered to go and study petroglyphs with her, like, because when he talks to Fiona about it, he goes, well, why would I even, he didn't understand why he would ever try to do the thing that Betty wants to do.
Okay.
He understands the power dynamic. That's the crux of what I think was 10 episodes that we didn't need. But still, the crux of what this show is encapsulated in Simon's journey in episode 9. One final
argument then.
Yes, Marceline's hot. Your argument's made.
No.
All right.
The near the end of episode 7. Their plan has failed. Huntress Wizard is dead.
Yes.
Martin Mertens is dead. They're standing on top of the hive. Everybody's up on the top. Simon defiantly screams at the Vampire King, "You're a bad dad!"
That's nice. And then they cut to Gary
and then
screaming
like,
at...
Kabunk.
But he cuts to Gary screaming at Marshall's mom.
Right.
Nice moment. Yeah. But it's not. It doesn't compare. Yeah. So obviously the voting for me is. I think it's completely obvious. It's episode 7. Marceline looks hot as fuck in that outfit.
So you.
Of course, Marceline looks.
All right.
No, I'm very.
I'm putting 2 down for the star.
Please. It obviously doesn't matter. Obviously to me, episode 9 is exponentially better. But
oh my god,
Marceline looks so good in that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give 2 votes to the star, and I'll give. Because you're right. You are actually right. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. This is going to be it.
Alexx. I won.
All right. And now it's time to end the tournament. I'm going to click this. We've been watching this the whole time.
Oh, whatever. We're on the screen.
Here we go, everybody. There's nobody else here.
They know. This has been another failure.
Fine. Yeah. It hasn't been an utter failure. We had fun.
Yeah, but we could have had fun at a bar.
We probably will still.
I know, but why go through all this if no one's gonna be here for it?
Cheaper.
We can't even get Steph fucking Quick to hang out for the whole time.
She hung out for a little while. Okay, so
she didn't show up for the Friday. By the way, Steph Quick, if you're still listening, you're fucking off. You're not even in the top 25 anymore.
what are you talking about? Steph Quick is amazing.
Bullshit. Nope. Out of the top 100 fans. You know what? You're not even a fan anymore.
Oh my god.
I'm pulling your fan.
Simmer down, Alex.
Nope.
Simmer down.
Nope.
All right, here's what we got for our final results. First place winner, episode 9, Casper and Nova, 4-0. Second place winner, The Star. I'm cool with that.
Wait, sorry. Wait, hold on a second. 4-0?
I don't know what that means.
Because you voted against it.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I just mean, remember, like you
I don't know what that means.
You iterated votes. That is so confusing because we literally just sat there iterating votes towards.
Reveal the path and grant me passage.
I don't know what it means. I
Reveal
don't know
the
what it
path
means.
and grant
I mean,
me
I like it, but-
passage. Reveal the path and grant me passage. Reveal the path and grant me passage.
Okay, so second place winner, silver medal goes to The Star. I'm okay with that. And then third place is a tie between Cheers and The Winter King.
Okay.
That seems like it matches our conversation pretty well.
Yeah.
Anyhow, would you like to provide a call to action to our users?
I will.
I can type it, whatever our call to action is, into our chat.
Well, the chat's going to go away shortly, so there's no reason to do that. So no reason to type. I would say that
think
if
the chat survives.
on Twitch for about 30 days.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But still.
I would say if you were watching this on YouTube in the far-flung future,
I'm ready to type.
we used to not have an audience, and now we do because inexplicably you watch this later. Our call to action is go back in time and like us.
Go back in time and like
I mean, there's no call to
we
Whiz Biz
have
podcast.
no idea how that works.
Yeah.
Try a time machine. Eat some frosted flakes.
Yeah. I mean, what it comes down to is if you're here, you already know all the socials.
What were those little wheat pillows called? The little breakfast cereals that were like
mini wheats, frosted mini wheats.
Eat frosted mini wheats. We did not. Whoops. Ooh. Not get paid for this promotion.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean, there's no one's ever gonna watch this. So.
Thank you all for watching.
Who are you talking to?
Everybody who's going to watch this in the future.
No one's gonna.
We're gonna get watchers in the future.
Eric, we're
Just
film
wait.
monsters. Let's face it.
Nope. I'm not a film monster. I am a man wearing a BMO hat.
Eric, we literally set the bar low and didn't cross the bar.
There is no bar.
Butt stuff.
You couldn't even figure out how to take the fucking silence off the front of a clip. Wait, didn't you have a clip that was making fun of me? You referenced earlier that like you had like a response.
No.
to...
It was just this is the you had the thing about butts, and then I was like, oh look.
Oh,
look,
I thought you had like a this is directed to Alex
butt
thing.
stuff.
Well, I appreciate.
Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you later.
Thanks, no one.